So it's 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm just putting a load of grub rain full of milking cows. Just gonna put 3 ton down the barrier. They tractor over there, I just switched him off, he's in the dark. Here's the wagon. He didn't eat all the silage last night, so we've knocked him off a ton. And there eat this. Hopefully, it's got a little bit of cake in it, so it should do a bit of appetite. Some dry stuff, so it's first cut silage. Well, we didn't get to, but it's really, you know, dry. Looks fairly good quality stuff. Cut those in the up. But yeah, it's dry. But when we get like, I'll give it another 2 months, we'll start feeding some maize, whole crop. We don't want to start that too early because we've got, you know, it could be a long winter. So just silage and cake anyway. Sort of. Here's the cows down the barrier. These ones have been milked. We've just come out of the parlour and they're waiting. There's a wagon. So what I've got to do is turn them on first. It's on. It's going well. Rev them up to about 1300. Put it in gear. Right, so Brian was the door. Trying to get a door open. So it's white. Right. What's the door? That's it. Blue one's the door. Bloody cow jumped through the barrier. Got about 1500 down there. It won't be sods to try that today because they've still got that to film. What I do is I gorge on this and go and sit in cubicles in there. I've got to go through a gate down here. Cows are still coming in, so I might have to wait. Right, there we go. Right, start barrier done. Cow up there, I've got to go and get him in a minute. So I was gonna, it was 3 ton until I was gonna put 1500 down each barrier, but I've got a 1400 there, a little bit too much. What we got cow cake in mixed in this. So I'll go through it like this, you can see a bit of cow cake here and there. There's a little bit. Dry cow cake pellets. 250 kilos we put in there, so a kilo of cow. Just under a kilo of cow, 300 cows. Cows coming in. Go on in. Drive them round. Go on in. Get on. Go on in. Go on. There's cows. You can see them, it's a little bit dark. I've got lights on in the shed. I fill all this up in there. Get a few more solids out. Right, it's now 4:31. I'm out in the field with the wagon. Just paying a bit out. cows come out into the bit. So they've got no grass at all out in the field at the moment. They're completely out of grass, and we don't usually run out of grass on this farm. It's usually, well, it's the third time since I've known it, so it's quite rare. So this is quite a wet farm, and we've got quite a lot of acreage now, so it's got to be really dry for this to happen. But there you go, there's another one. When it does rain, it'll probably rain and rain and rain and rain. I've got about 240 kilos left in them. Nearly done. Just doing a massive ring on the outside of the field. Not too close to the hedge, but a real thin line. So I want to come out and get a good arm close. Kilos, 60, 50, 40. Right, we're nearly done. So today we're on taking out slurries. So here's the pit. Just sucking the water out at the moment, ready for the muck spreaders tomorrow. All that sand there, see, we're going to get out with a muck spreader. Here's our tractor 125 on top fill. Josh's on the 175 in tanker there. Shouldn't be too much water to suck out. Right, he's loaded. Josh's going to take that out of the field now. Got to make sure he shuts the door. He's shut. Off it goes. Alright, so this is our lagoon here. I'm just walking around the wall. So here's the banks. This is the lagoon. It's about 1.3 million gallon. He's full up of sand and sludge at the moment. I've got the top fill over there, the 125 on the stir, and we got the top fill on. And then Josh is on slurry tanking. He'll be back in a minute and I'll load him up. So tomorrow we've got the sloughs coming in, we've got a high reach slough coming in. He's going to be on the bank, he's going to start scooping this out. And then we're going to load the muck spreaders over that side and over that side. One slough will go in and chuck the stuff over the long reach can't reach. So there will be a bit over the far end. So and then 2 to 3 days we'll have all this empty, and then we'll be ready for the winter. It's extremely dry at the moment, so we can't miss this opportunity to get this muck out, because all these banks here all nice and dry. It's going to be heavy in those muck spreaders, that sand. So we're gonna make the most of this. There's no grass about, so we're just going to lace the field up with it and probably plough it in straight away and wait for the wet weather to come. If it comes, it'll come at some point, I suppose. And then the lagoon's cleared out for another 3 years. Well, I'll be spot on. So let's make the most of this dry weather. So irrigator, what we use in the winter. There's a 125 on top fill. It's our homemade top fill, nice and fast. 125, he's on the slope down in the pit at the moment. It'll stay on here all day. There's not much water left in there, but it'll keep running over slowly. There he is, sunk in. So I'm going to wait for Josh to get back. Not hard job getting there because he's on a slope. Yeah, wait for Josh to get back and then load him up. So I'm just sat in the 125 waiting for Josh to come. It's going to be about another 5 minutes, I reckon. You haven't seen the 125 before. It's a Vulture G125. Nice versatile tractor this is. We got a 115 and he's a nice tractor for around the yards now, but this one's slightly bigger and he's got a little bit more power. He's got a better loader on too, and he's more high spec. So we've got the standard, like what we got on their N series, like our gear stick here, what you put in auto and stuff like that. I've got a loader stick, what's on the armrest, what's great because he's there and like you can rest your arm. When we used to have New Orleans, we used to have like it here, You just have to like go like that, but this is ideal. Got our 3 spools, what works well with the stair today because he needs 3 spools. Got our usual like buttons, like the rest of the Vultures. Hydraulics down here, the PTO shaft, what is quite good because I can just flick it on in a minute when we start pumping. What I like about Vultures, when you adjust the steering wheel, you do it on your foot here with this pedal, go like that. That's nice that is, so you ain't got to like turn, like on a lot of tractors you've got to turn that there, haven't you, or you've got to like a lever on the side. But this is great because you can just push it down with your foot, see, and it flops up, and you get out. So a bit more standard these tractors than the N series and the T series. Got more standard seat. But I say this seat's better because it's more like, like when these tractors are like for us dairy farmers, so we're going to be jumping in with waterproofs on, so it's like easier to clean with stuff like that. Got a few put your bits and bobs in here, sunglasses, syringes and stuff like that, all in cattle ticket, spanners. I suppose we ain't got a syringe in here somewhere. Pair of waterproofs in the back in the fence and stay, like proper dairy farmer. So yeah, just wait for Josh. We got their auto steer here. So this is auto steer set. So we can use this. So we use this for fertilising actually. And you've got your usual stuff on here. Like you've got your auto steer. You've got a camera if you want a camera, but we ain't got a camera. This tells you all about your tractor and whatnot. And then what's going on. So that comes in handy. It tells you what temperature it is, what date, what time. So it's all handy. And then you've got a decent radio too. Right, here we go, I'm around the other side of the lagoon. Just brought them round. So I've got them dipped in. Bit of runnier stuff here. It's on level ground now. So the tanker's going to come out the water. And then it's going to top fill from there. So a nice bit opening here. So yeah, they've got plenty of space to come up in. Hell of a lot of sand in there. See how we get on tomorrow. There's Joshy boy coming in. Back a little bit more. That's it. Right. Yeah, about that. It's dropping fast. No, those Abbeys hold it a bit better, I reckon. There we go. So what we got? 5 spreaders on? Yeah. And they're on the wall here. And then this is the sand that coming out. We've got one slew over there. We've got the stirrer here catching the water. And then Josh is going to come in with a tanker in a minute, and we're going to put a bit of water in to keep it as dry as possible going in the muck spreaders.